Hey, what's going on? Shout out to the homie Remix for doing this. So basically, my man Remix was saying something about how he was like, hey, I can put some Eminem acapellas on some Premo beats. This is in reference to my Eminem Sucks video. And just to sort of test how good his flow would sound on a Premo beat. Because I've said for years, and I've told you that Eminem is not nowhere as nice as people pretend he is. And that probably one of the reasons why you've not heard him ever work on Premo or any hard beat for that matter is because he knows that his flow would be exposed as being trash. Okay, as I told you before, like a lot of these people, they're not dumb. They know what they're doing. They know who they're selling to. They know that at the end of the day, Eminem's fans are casuals and they don't really listen to boom bap and they don't care about boom bap. I mean, we know this already. So that's why you don't see Eminem rhyme on real hip hop shit. He can pretend all day and say like, oh, I'm a fan of this, I'm a fan of that, and you know, I'm wearing an Naughty by Nature t-shirt and then I'm wearing a Big Daddy Kane t-shirt. All that shit is lip service. Okay, that's meaningless. To me, personally, it might mean something to you, but to me, it doesn't mean shit. You know, oh, you know who, Big Daddy Kane is? Whoop-de-whoop. Like, who gives a fuck? You know, I understand that there is some sort of clout, and someone like Big Daddy Kane himself might be happy that Eminem, who is bringing all these casuals, might think that, oh, okay, well, if Eminem mentions me or puts me in a good light, then these casuals are going to cop my CDs. I don't know if that's actually been true. Has that even materialized economically for these rappers? Because as Benzino once hilariously pointed out, Royce the 5'9" has been associated with Eminem for years and hasn't sold jack shit. So I don't think these guys care. You know, I think that the white audience just wants Eminem, and I don't think they really give a fuck about any other rappers, to be honest with you. Maybe once in a while they might throw a bone here and there, you know, but I don't think it's anything serious. Anyway, the reason why you're here is because, like I said, I think Eminem's flow is it's not the greatest. It's just not, right? Like, is Eminem the wackest rapper ever? No, of course not. I never said that. But I'm just telling you that in terms of where Eminem is put on a pedestal, it's laughable, right? And he's not even a top 50 rapper. So I don't know, this idea that he's top 5 or top 10 it's just because he's white. Anyway, so Remix has put some shit out. Let me press play here. And I'm going to listen to some of it. I've already heard a little bit of it, you know? And let me try and give homie his props where it's due. You know what I mean?
There's a certain mystique when I speak that you notice that's sort of unique. Cause you know it's me, my poetry's deep and I'm still matic the way I flow to this beat. You can't sit still, it's like trying to smoke crack and go to sleep. I'm strapped, it's knowing any minute I could snap. I'm the equivalent of what would happen if Bush rapped. I bully these rappers so bad lyrically. It ain't even funny, I ain't even hungry, it ain't even money. You can't pay me.
See, I'm trying to follow this dude's flow and it's not working.
You just ain't zany enough to rock with shady. My noodle is cock-a-doodle, my clock's cuckoo. I got screws loose, yeah, the whole kit and caboodle. I'm just brutal.
But vocally, it's cool. It's all right, actually. He's rambling. Okay. Lame. Okay, so I think that's that. I would say that obviously the flow didn't work, but vocally, it was cool. Okay, stop. Stop. Remix. I'm going to assume that you tried your best to make Eminem sound dope. Okay, this isn't just, to shit on the dude. Because honestly, as much as I shit on these dudes, I look at it as this. At the end of the day, I'm a hip-hop fan. I want to be impressed. So if Eminem makes impressive shit, I will be the first to tell you that's impressive. I'm not a hater. Despite what some of y'all trolls in the comment section might think, I'm not a hater. At the end of the day, I love hip hop. I want to be inspired by shit. I want to hear great shit. I don't even have to like you. If you come out with something that's actually really dope, really, really good, I'm going to fucking love it and be like, yo, I don't even really like this dude. Look, I did a whole video about Lil Uzi Vert. I thought Uzi Vert was fucking trash until I heard Shells. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not a fan, but at least I'm a little less, quick to call him trash. But so that's how my perspective on shit. And so I'm assuming that Remix did his best. He tried to really find the right vocals that would fit and give Eminem the benefit of the doubt, because that's the only way this works, right? If we just slap on the shittiest Eminem verses on beats that don't fit, that obviously doesn't, help prove my point, right? I do think that Remix tried, because on the Closer to God, vocally it actually fit, like the tone of his voice, like kind of the volume and sort of the feel of it did fit. It's just that the flow was all over the place, because the flow is like Eminem has this type of flow that I can't fuck with, right? Like it just doesn't have a rhythm to it. And if you don't have rhythm to your flow, you're garbage. The fuck are we talking about here, man? Anyway, let me skip this shit, because this shit is like nails on chalkboard. Let me see what else they got.
Hey, go to bed with the K, wake up with the 40, mix it without yourself, to reformula.
Can't dance this shit, man. Can you follow this shit? I can't follow it, so I'm gonna skip that. That was whack. Nas is like, oh shit, let's hear this. Eminem is like Nas, right?
I'm the illest rapper to hold the corners, patrolling corners, look up for hookers, a bunch in the mouth for the rolling corners. I mean, them action and Roscoe, beating James Todd Sr. and smacking his back with vacuum cleaner attacks. I grew up in a wild hood, it's a hazardous youth, but a fucked up childhood that I use as an excuse. And ain't shit changed, I kept the same mind stakes. It's the third time that I failed ninth grade. You probably think that I'm a negative person, don't be so sure of it.
So you hear that, right? Again, I know that Eminem didn't get this beat originally. I know this, okay? Before someone hits me up in the comment section, okay? I'm prepared to give M the benefit of the doubt. But at the same time, are you really hearing some top notch? Like, when you hear Nas on Nas Is Like and Eminem on this, what part of you goes, these two rappers are in the same class? I'm not hearing it. It's just not there, man. And we tried a bunch of these beats.
Get me out this limousine. I'm a cage demon. On stage screaming like Rage Against the Machine. I'm convinced I'm a fiend. Suing up, but this record is spinning. Politically brain dead. I don't need a second opinion. Fuck dropping a jewel. I'm flipping the sacred treasure. I bite your motherfucking style just to make it.
Offbeat ass shit. Okay, so let's try and see if I got another blend here that I can play. Someone did a blend here. I love this record. Flame and hot. Blazes, blocks. Brave spots. One of the top ranked soldiers. 45 holders. One of the high rollers. Respecting the hood. Credit is good. Knock it down. Lumberjack style, baby. Extra wood. See that? Ah, hip hop. Anyway, lights on. Now let's see. They got Pun. See, that's better. And again, Pun is not on the song originally, right? That's better. That's okay. Like, I hear that and I'm like, oh, okay, this guy can rhyme. You know what I mean? Yes. Right? Here we go with Nas, man. See what I'm saying? Nas didn't, like, see how that feels? Nas he's swagging on it, and that's not even his beat. So what am I trying to say here, man? Let me wrap it up before people get angry and shit. What am I trying to say? My biggest issue with Eminem has always honestly been his beat selection and his vocal delivery, rhythm. To me, the beats have always been casual alternative rock, type shits. They're not hip hop shits. And his delivery, it doesn't have the rhythm. It's not something you can follow. And to me, that's whack. That's whack. I mean, when you listen to great rappers have a thing that you can follow. In fact, part of the genius of what they do is that sometimes they'll fake out. It's like almost like a basketball game. Like they'll almost fake you out sometimes, but then it comes right back and you're just like, oh, that shit's so ill. You know what I mean? So the thing is with M, I just think that you need to get, first of all, your flow down. Like your flow's gotta be, you gotta have a sense of real rhythm to be considered to be that dude. And there's a lot of rappers that have much better flow than Eminem that people don't talk about, people don't even know exist. So how can Eminem be in the top 5, in the top 10? How can he be really in that conversation, honestly, among people who are so elite, who have way better pen than he does, and much more importantly, have had way better beats than him, and have had way better flows than him, right? It's just not possible. This shit don't make sense. And that's why I'm trying to tell you that, you know, a lot of this shit is just, you're just trying to put the white guy on a pedestal. And that's some racist shit to me, honestly, man. Look, if the dude was really as nice as people said he was, I would put him in that category. I really would. I have no, like, you know, I don't care. Like, I've said before, you know, like, I don't really give a shit what race you are. If you're dope, you're dope. But I don't like seeing obvious racist shit where, like, you're putting a white guy on a pedestal just because they're participating in the black art form. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. And, you know, on a final note, I didn't actually watch or listen to the Clubhouse shit, but apparently Royce was talking spicy about Big Daddy Kane, saying that Big Daddy Kane can't really out-rap Jigga and all that shit. You know, Royce can speak up about Kane. And look, listen, I actually appreciate Royce giving his honest opinion, because I think that too often in rap, obviously people self-censor themselves, and that's whack. I mean, we're in hip-hop and you self-censoring yourself, what the fuck? So Royce is talking about Kane and keeping it 100, and of course, like I said, people don't like to hear people keep it real, right? You guys, you love the cosigns when they're for you, but when they, you know, the artist keeps it real and says that person is whack, they usually get a lot of hate. So Royce was saying that. I think Royce is actually kind of on point in a sense. I mean, Big Daddy Kane is an amazing rapper, but Jay took his style and things to another level. We all know this. We can appreciate that. But it's like, how can you be so analytical about Kane and, like, Jay and Kane not being in the same class, apparently? This is what the quote says. I don't know if it's, you know, it was taken out of context. But you can't see that even you and Eminem are in the same class. You know what I mean? Like, I never understand that. But that's why I say that a lot of this stuff is relationships and has nothing to do with actual real talent and, like, being honest about shit, right? Like, I'll take Royce's 5'9's Boom over anything Eminem has ever recorded. It's a better song than anything Eminem has ever come out with. And that's Royce the 5'9. Is Royce the 5'9 a top 50 rapper? I wouldn't put him on my top 50. I think he's in the top 100, sure. But, again, that's what I'm talking about. How is Eminem top 5, top 10, and he's never made a song as dope as Boom in his life? And Royce is not what anyone would put normally in their top 10 or top 20. Later, y'all.